Good morning, Nottinghamshire Madness fans and Brompton fans. We're down here in Fisher Park in Mansfield on the skateboard park. Thought I'd give you an update on the Brompton electric. Now the weather's improving and things are getting better and you can come out. It's Tuesday, April the 18th, 19th, something like that. It's a nice day. It's about 8-9 degrees I would think at the moment. Just sort of the weather. I should have put gloves on, but I'm okay without. Anyway, here's a Brompton electric. Right, what have I done? I've put the rear rack on. I've put the easy wheels on. I've committed the ultimate sin and I've put the near side easy wheel to the outside. Better for the OCD. I've got some of these grips on now. These are Herman's handlebar grips. Seem okay. Reasonably soft to the touch, but probably a whisker too firm without gloves. But the bar ends, I do need to drop this end down a bit more. But it certainly seem to do the job nicely. Quarter of the price of Ergon G, whatever they are, 3s that people normally have on. They're about 9-10 quid off eBay. So they were well worth the punt. As you know, I've got the 3D printed quad lock that William made for me. And to remind you, it's just the 2-speed Brompton. So, how am I finding things? Well, with interest. First gear, power level 1. I'm doing probably up to 8 miles an hour. Then it's upshift to gear 2. And then that gives me a nice speed up to about 12 miles an hour, which is about my maximum for riding around tracks and trails of Mansfield. So that's on level 1 power. Certainly perfect-ish for what I want. I say ish because first gear I find can be too high gear to set off if you stop on a hill. First gear is probably a little bit too high to set off. I may put a larger first gear on. I don't know how big I can go, but I might just go up 1 tooth just to see what the difference is. But at the moment I'm perfectly happy with the gearing as from Brompton, which is a first for me. I think it's probably the only Brompton I've not played with the gearing. Criticisms. Well, there are criticisms, and the actually peripheral to the bike. The bike is fantastic. The bike is excellent. The battery is excellent. The concept is excellent. The rideability is excellent. It's what it is. It is an amazing package of personal transport. When it isn't a package of personal transport, can be an encumbrance. It can be an encumbrance when it comes to public transport, getting on the Pronto bus to go to Nottingham or Chesterfield, which is something I like to do. It's heavy, and it's heavy. It's heavy. It's not heavy because you can pick it up and you can walk along. You get onto a bus with it. It's balanced. Bike and bag are balanced because the bag's heavy, so you feel balanced. It's not pulling you over anything. But if you have to sort of lean the bag out in front of you or lean the bike out in front of you, it's bloody heavy. And so I do use it with the Pronto bus. The train is far better if there's bike parking. I do fold it if there isn't bike parking on the train. But at the moment the Pronto bus into Nottingham is £2 each way, and the trains with my old age discount is £7, £6.50 I think return, something like that. So it's a cheaper option. The Pronto bus is more convenient, but when the Pronto bus is back to full price and it's then more expensive than the train, then I'll use a train. But it's so as an encumbrance. So if you're going from home or from your car to a destination and back, yeah, fantastic. If you need to do something with it manually when you get there, it's not that easy. And I'm desperate to do a little tour, and I'm desperate to do an overnight travel lodge. Even if I just go to Chesterfield and back, it's 20 miles each way to Chesterfield. Even if I just go to Chesterfield and back, use the Premier Area. If I can get a 40 quid at the Premier Area, and I'll do that, just so I've done a little mini tour on it. So as an encumbrance, it can be very much so. Let's get up. I've got one of my old smartphones, which I use as my dash panel, and Williams 3D printed quad lock thing. To be quite frank, using a touchscreen piece of kit like that as a dash panel, it's a load of crap. It's only Samsung, it's an old Samsung phone, it's what it is. But to use that as a dash panel on a bike is crap. I've got a couple of other electric bikes with built-in controls on the handlebars, and they are, out of simplicity in use, I give those 10 out of 10. Using my Samsung phone, I give it 1 out of 10. To the point, in actual fact, it's probably worth not taking the Samsung phone. I've only put it on today so I can see how fast I'm going in the gears to let you guys know. Connecting it from the battery, feeding the cable through to connect it to the battery to keep it juiced up is a pain in its own right. Without the phone, it would be far easier to stretch forwards and alter the power levels and switch the lights on. I do have the lights on auto actually, which is a brilliant feature. But whilst we're at this end of the bike, this is brilliant. Click and off. You know, that is simple. Just click your bag off. 700 quid. Click and go. By the time you bought a new bag and a new battery, looking at 700 quid. That's an awful lot of money to have a click and go. Not only that, you probably can, I don't know, you can't code your battery to your phone. So if you're going to use the phone, if you're going to use your Brompton app, if you're going to use everything else, you should be able to select a secure mode for your battery so your battery doesn't connect to the phone, mainly because that, when somebody goes click and go and clears off with your battery, you know, bike jackings in London, 2 lads on a moped or 2 lads wanted to nick your Brompton, click and go, one's off with your battery. What do you do? Let go of your bike and chase the battery, or keep hold of your bike and buy a new battery? Security wise, that bothers me. I do have a little sort of loopy tight combination lock which will go around the handle of the battery, round the stem, but that shouldn't be. You all know I've got the bike from a pal of mine at a favourable price, and that favourable price, I don't know if I've ever mentioned what it is. I'm not going to mention it now. My opinion, that's what it is. I don't believe, for me, as a leisure type of thing, because I don't go to work, it's an extravagance. But it's a nice extravagance, because I can get the Pronto bus into Nottingham, I can meet friends, we can have a bit of a ride, we can get some food, but we're all stashing Bromptons under the table in the restaurants or wherever. But it works, and I'm sure at some point restaurants will cotton on to the fact that all these people come in with these nice little city bikes that actually take up a seat at the table basically, but I've had no problems with getting in anyway with the Brompton. But just my feelings, what's the future, what's going to come. So I think at the top, I don't know what they are to buy, but I would think you need a commercial use for it. When I say commercial use, it needs to finance itself by the way you make your money or earn your living or whatever. If you're using it to get to work and back to make your money, to earn your living, yeah, I think it's good. But certainly for me as a, it's a luxury good. You saw my video about the P-line. They don't touch the P-line. I don't know about the P-line electric, that'll be interesting. I mean, they say you can ride the electric without the bag on. Are you going to? It's a sunny day. And it's getting nice and warm. Who's driving about in the Audi TT with the top up? I won't be. So, yeah, it's an electric bike, and yes, you can ride it without the battery, but are you going to? Of course you're not. Because you can't put a conventional bag on the front of it anyway. So whether the P-line electric is going to be worth the money, that's what I'm harping on about. Certainly the P-line as a standalone bike is, like I said in my video, is a game changer, but you have to personalise the gearing, the range of the gearing and its hill climbing ability, unless you're very lucky and you live somewhere where it suits your physique and the terrain you're riding on. I have to adjust most of my bikes for gearing wise because I live, you know, I live on these bloody hills in Mansfield. So what else can I tell you? Well, back to the P-line, back to the Brompton electric. I still swear the best value for money Brompton is the A-line, especially now the A-line is the only one that has a standard 3-speed gear hub. The only 3-speed gear hub on the other models now is the wide range gears on the 6 speeds. I think Brompton, if they would produce a steel C-line type bike with a sport 4-speed derailleur system and tweaked, or you can tweak the gears yourself, you don't need Brompton to do it, just buy one and do what you need to do for the gears, for the gearing. I think that would be a surefire winner. A 4-speed Brompton C-line steel bike. That's only my opinion, and as you know, I do have my opinion. So yeah, A-line, still outstanding value for money as a bike, best value money Brompton you can get. P-line is a game changer. It really is a game changer, especially when it comes to public transport and the Pronto bus, because it is so light and easier. There's going to be an update video on the P-line because I have done some stuff to that. I think the benefit of this, not having the 3-speed hub, is of immense benefit, weight wise and the fold. So that's probably all I've got to say. Anything more I've got to say, I'll say it when I update probably the P-line with the next video, or the A-line. But yeah, fantastic bit of kit, amazing piece of engineering. Insecure bag, 750 quid or 700 quid. That's a lot of dosh to lose. Security, I mean, I don't know, that's just, it's ridiculous to me, that is. That's all I think. Anyway, pros and cons, as it is, what it does, fantastic. Biggest gripe, using a mobile phone as a dashboard. Totally pointless. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for standing by and listening to all the video. What is it? It's 14 minutes long. Crikey me, you've sat to the end. Get yourself another ice cream and I'll give you the money. Please give me a thumbs up or a like. Please subscribe to the channel. YouTube is going through all sorts of convoluted moves with the algorithm that seems to be controlled. So it's not necessarily an algorithm, because I think people are controlling the algorithm as to what you get to see and when things pop up. So please click the like, it only takes a second. Please subscribe. Subscribe to every channel you watch. That's all I can say. And every video you watch, click like, regardless of whether you get to the end of it or not, because work the algorithm. Because YouTube work the algorithm not for the good of YouTubers. And it don't bother me because I've got that many subscribers, but these channels that have thousands and thousands of subscribers and loads of videos, loads of watchers, YouTube costs them money. You know, people do this for a living, and people, it's costing them money because they're doing well, I guess. Anyway, please subscribe to every channel you watch. Please like every video you watch. You have to like mine, I'm not bothered, I'm just out here for the fun. All the best, have a great day. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my ride. I've not bought a brew kit with me, so I'm going to head off home and put the kettle on, and I'll catch you on another video. Thank you for watching.